Hello everyone and welcome to another locomotive review, and this one's an oldie, a real oldie. It's a Graham Farish from pre-Barkman days. It's number 1841. It's a class 4F tender loco in LMS livery, and this one is running number 4232. This was released by Farish originally in about 1993, and they did it in 3 or 4 variants. They did it 2 versions in LMS Black, both of which had the catalogue number 1841, which is rather confusing. This one, 4232, and one which had the running number 4269. They also did it in BR Lake Crest, running number 44370, and the catalogue number of that one was 1845. This is an old DC, 12 volt DC locomotive. It's loco drive, and it's pretty basic, but this is part of a sort of ongoing project I'm hoping to do over the next few months, and using this locomotive, hoping to do some videos on weathering and detailing and adding things like, here I've got some Springside models, LMS head and tail lamps, adding things like that to detail the loco up and improve its looks and everything. So let's get it out of the box and have a look at it. So it comes in the standard old style Graham Farish box, not dissimilar to what they still use to release their coaches, and rolling stock in the nice black and yellow scheme there. You open the flap here, and all you get inside is tricky, an inner sleeve with a plastic insert which contains the locomotive. It's an 060 tender locomotive, class 4F. I believe originally a Midland Railway design, sort of developed further by the LMS. Now the locomotive and the tender are joined together by a metal bar, so you just need to be slightly careful in disengaging it from the, it's probably easier actually just to tilt this from the box so we can have a closer look at it. And there it is. The LMS livery is quite nicely applied. Buffer beam detail is not as high as recent releases, but see the detailing there. The coal load is a bit flat, a bit too much to the shape of the actual tender there, so adding some real coal there and bulking it up a little bit might be one of the things we can look at in detailing it. It's centre wheel drive, and all wheel a pickup is on the outer wheels, both sets of outer wheels. You can see the brass wipers are touching the outer wheels here, but driving the inner wheel. So it's a loco driven, unlike some of the more recent releases which are starting to tend towards more tender driven locomotives. It comes with rapido couplers. They're not on springs, they're just fixed. So we'll look into that later about how we could improve those and change those. I'm just going to pop it on a little piece of track so we can have a look at it to scale. Well, there she is on a piece of track, and again this is an easy track, a 2mm fine scale. And for such an old loco, she's not too bad. As I say, originally came out in around 1993, and it was in the Farish catalogue all the way up to 2000, which is when they were taken over by Barkman. So it was quite a long-standing addition to the catalogue, and I think with a bit of work it could look quite nice. So what would we look at? We would look at weathering, maybe these couplers, particularly at the front. If we don't need the front coupler, we can take that off and do some detailing there, adding some extra lamps and perhaps even lamp irons and steps and things like that. and even possibly DCC installation. I don't know how easy it would be, how much work that would entail, but it's something worth thinking about. So, not a bad little model, and you can pick these up for about £25, so not too excessive. At least that's what I paid for this one, so I'm sure they're out there for around that amount. And with a little bit of work, as I say, adding things like your spring side head and tail lamps, they can be made to look pretty respectable. So I would give this maybe 6, 7 out of 10. It's not to the standard of current locomotives, but it's actually nice to have an old locomotive like this. It's cheap. You can try out things like detailing and weathering and not do it on one of your really expensive £90 locomotives, and it's a good way of practicing in the hobby, and that's what I'm hoping to do with a few videos in the near future. So that's it from this review. I hope to be back again with more reviews. I'm just going to add on the end of this a few short clips of her running. She's DC 12 volt, as I said before, so I'm just going to run her with the Gauge Master controller. And hope to see you soon for more videos. Please comment, rate and subscribe in the box below. Thanks to everyone who's left comments to all the other videos, and anyone who's watched the videos. It's really nice seeing them. I hope to be back with more soon. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.